Have you ever thought that just like anything else, we consume education, be it elementary, middle, high school, college, non-formal education? Even though the fourth industrial revolution has completely changed the way we purchase goods and services, pretty much a lot stays solidly the same in education. And it creates lots of troubles in this rapid technological era. And this is the reason why several very interesting professions such as meter readers, elevator operators, or pin boys are gone. According to the Forbes, some relatively new professions will be vanished too, very soon. And the reason here is not the era of robots, automation of all professions, and artificial intelligence, but the way we gain and utilize the knowledge. I'm going to compare education with food, and I will look at this really interesting profession from the marketing perspective. And I will compare it with food because this is another frequently utilized marketing offering. So imagine ourselves having a family dinner in 1950s. As a marketing offering, food was usually prepared at home with fine ingredients and home-picked veggies. How we eat today? Cafes, restaurants, fast foods, semi-ready foods. Here is the main difference. In 1950s, making a marketing offering required a lot of time, dedication, and skills. Now, we want everything faster, faster, and faster. This is the reason we don't want to dedicate our knowledge, time, and skills to have the food. Let's look at the education. In 1950s, an average citizen was assumed to go to school at a certain age, complete elementary, middle, and high school, and then, if still there is the need and interest, universities would open their doors. So we would spend approximately 16 to 18 years of our lives hand in hand with education. What happens now? Exactly the same path. So where is the faster, faster, faster? And what about the ingredients? Still the same as in 1950s. Conceptually, education is one of the least flexible industries worldwide. Even though some countries try to revolutionize education, trying new methods of teaching, assessment, etc., still, in the majority of countries, education is offered as a package of knowledge defined by the ministries of education. Having no intention to underestimate the value of those state institutions which regulate the industry, I admit they usually don't pay attention to the needs of main consumers of education. Students, their parents, and most importantly, the employers. What happens if you don't relate your product to the need and want-based market? You fail. And this failure is observed when we acquire knowledge which will never or very rarely be used during our lifetime, 16 to 18 years of which we have spent studying. This is the reason why very rare people remember or use the formula of algebra once learned at school. To illustrate the set, imagine that by the time a mom is cooking the same yummy dinner, everybody is asleep with hunger in stomach. Conclusion number 1. Education as a marketing offering does not fit into the new needs of the market in terms of timing and content. So, to continue with content, let's look at some thoughts presented in several reputable newspapers. According to the same Forbes, employers do look at the GPA, average grade point, especially if they are hiring newly graduated individuals, and specifically for large companies in several industries, such as investment banking, professional services firms, or pharmaceuticals. A lot of variables over here. And let's look at another example, another thought brought on USA Today College Contributor Network. The article states that employers do look at other factors often. And this is relative internship or professional experience as well as the network. And my favorite one, your GPA may get you in the door, but it is not going to close the deal. Cited from noodle.com. GPA is really important, but currently, employers do look at other factors more often. And those are the skills that that formulate the future. Creativity, critical thinking, leadership, and teamwork. Conclusion number 2. Seems like nobody cares about mom's yummy dinner, which comes from 1950s. We want our 25,000 taco made with Kobe beef in our 21st century apartment. Well, surprisingly, I'm not excessively hopeless about our future. I see some very interesting, in my opinion, solutions over there. Education should be transformable. Education should be customized according to the employment needs. What we see today, worldwide, currently, the education system is based on theory, and theory is based on practice. And by the time the practice becomes a theory, it becomes too old. So the solution could be decreasing the time we spent on studying the theory, instead to expand for the part of interactions and learning the skills and practicing the skills. Thus, we could concentrate on the employment market needs. We could look at the GPA, which would come from the teacher's knowledge, plus the new skills and interactions, new models of interactions that the new generation has. So this could be some kind of a hybrid type of educational model. And another aspect of education is the way how we assess. So currently, educational system is based on the results of the exam of an exact date. So how many of you would do much better during the exams if you knew that it wouldn't affect your GPA? The majority, I'm sure. I also have personal stories about stressful exams, but it never hindered me in succeeding in business and teaching. So my idea is to assess the trend from point 0 of the start of the semester till the point 100, for example, the end of the semester. And thus, if we simply assess the trend of the knowledge that we gain throughout a semester, would completely change the education system, making it a quality education system. Well, education, obviously, being one of the most frequently utilized marketing offerings worldwide, shapes the way we are about to consume other products and services. And it seems to be a big pot where our future is cooked. So, what's the future we want to have on our tables? Jobless? Hopeless? With no money? Or creative, transformable, and with bigger potential? I vote for the latter. Thank you very much.